Evan, back at home finally after that extended road trip. How nice it to finally be back here at your home rink and getting set for a nice long homestand.
Yeah, we're excited. That was one of the longer road trips I've done in my career, but we had fun. We played well, and we just got to keep it rolling into the home games here.
Yeah, overall, just looking back on that road trip, what worked well for you guys? I mean, the start probably wasn't ideal, but it seemed like you closed out playing some really strong hockey. Just overall, what did you think of the trip?
I mean, it's hard, hard travel, game every second day almost, a couple days off here and there, but I mean, I think we played well for the most part. Other than in Iowa, we didn't play very well. I think we figured it out in Chicago, and I think just we need to look at how we played there and just keep doing that until the end of the season. I mean, it's a tight race to the top of the points. We're only 1 point back in Milwaukee and Texas right now, so tonight's going to be absolutely huge for to get 2 points.
What sort of changes did you make in your game, though? I mean, you saw the results in Iowa, but the positivity and the more positive results were there in Chicago, too, obviously, in those two games. Just what sort of changes do you think were made in your game as well just to get those results proven?
I mean, at that point, we lost 3 in a row already. We lost 2 in Iowa, 1 in Rockford, so I think we just needed to take a look at some video and see what we're doing wrong, and I think we all bought into what we needed to do right, and it showed in Chicago. That was playoff hockey we played in there in the second game. I mean, we grinded to the skin of our teeth to get that win out, so I'm proud of the boys and how hard they worked that road trip, and just to the end of the season here, we got to keep it rolling.
How exciting is that too, man? I mean, like last year you go back to it, your spot was kind of locked up in the playoffs. There wasn't a whole lot of moving in the standings, but it changes almost every day where it feels like you guys could be first, third, wherever. So how key is that, too, for guys just to play in these playoff-type games leading into the Calder Cup playoffs here in a little bit?
Yeah, we got a lot of young guys on our team, too, so they don't really know yet how it works. But, we still got, 12 games left? I don't even know. But, I mean, we're all within 10 points of each other. I mean, you slip on 2 or 3 games, that just tightens the gap, and teams pull away from you, right? And you drop down, you lose home ice advantage. Right, so it's huge. Every game is crucial at this point in the season, and I think it's just going to take the buy-in and the will of every single guy in the dressing room to go out and give it their best until the end of the season.
How key can that be for some of these younger guys' development, too? I mean, you're a guy who's been around this league for a while, been in key playoff games as well, and in key games down the stretch of a year. So for these younger guys, too, maybe how important is that to show them the ropes about how key these games can be down the line and how serious they have to take it?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I'm on the last year of my contract here, so, I mean, playoffs and the end of the season here is going to determine what kind of contract I get next year and how much money I get paid. So, I mean, for them coming up, I mean, a lot of guys entry-level deals. I mean, they might have a little cushion, but it doesn't matter. Like, at the end of that, teams look at, is he a playoff player? Is he good at the end of the year? Or does he drop off? Or, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's huge in the development for them, too. It's a great learning experience, and honestly, playoffs is the funnest hockey they're ever going to play. So, I mean, if we get going on a roll here, that's going to be a time.
Absolutely. And then finally getting set to go against Rockford. Like you said, he didn't like the result, obviously, but some good hockey played by you guys as well. What are you expecting from them today?
They're going to come out hard just like they did last time. I wasn't fortunate enough to play in that game last game, so I'm going to hopefully help the team out and get a better result against them tonight. So we just got to play hard.